Hey guys, welcome to another Super Specials Ultimate DLC discussion video, and today we're going to be talking about everything that vergerben has said in his recent tweets. And here we go. This is vergerben. Let's go. He said, I stopped believing all these leaks after the Grinch leak, and after I clearly stated that the next Zelda was not going to be Link's Awakening. It's what the next Zelda was. They're leaving out the huge part that I did break news on Reddit about a Link's Awakening remake. Wait, anyone else might trip things up was that Zelda game that I heard about was Candace of Hyrule, because it was the next one coming out on the East exclusive. It's not hard to look back into that and what happened here either. So another post 2 weeks ago said, Dragon Quest is meant for a casual and all-ages audience. Complaining about the old base kits completely misses the point. That is a cultural benchmark that everyone there isn't meant to be able to enjoy. Like others have said in this thread, start over and turn on tracking options. If you are so mad about casual game experience being designed for casuals to be able to beat the game and talk about it with your friends and family, roll off for laughing.
I lance her every few months, but she always grows back.
And then next post, it says, vergerben says, Fighter 5 is a Ubisoft or Falcom character.
Whoa, gross. Million follower gross.
Try, delete that. Delete that right now.
What? Oh.
Then
Okay.
vergerben says, can you please declare my mom for focus? She is a really nice lady that deserves to be in. Please, vergerben, please don't get my hopes up. I'm sorry, it's not Nico Olivia. 003 either.
Thanks, Fry. You're a good friend.
Then 2 months ago, vergerben says,
You do that for me? Really? Yeah.
but that is the game, or for laughing, in the world. And he's talking about cost by Field for Super Specials Ultimate. But that is the game, or for laughing. It is loads of explosions talking.
Who you talking to?
Talking to creators to learn more about.
Oh, you're reading. You ain't talking to them. You're just reading, right?
I'm making a video today.
Oh.
In 1950, King's Hawaiian was born from an irresistibly delicious idea.
Also, this was just talk to creators to learn more about them and everything else for word building purposes of reading emails and game, which is broken up between climax and battles with a dash, self-females, also it religiously there is sprinkling throughout. And because I have to make a note, because people were taking me commenting on a random post in this thread as some kind of hint. It's not, I just want to be cheeky. And then another post, Cosmos says, if Cosmos is getting in, she will be using her design for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It will be counted as a Xenoblade character. There is no recognition in this single soccer brand. Her costume for the season is not make it to the rating. That is the game off for laughing.
This guy, just a fresh charge. And for them, it was time for a change. Welcome to America's #1 battery destination. Getting the job done.
And that's basically some of the same stuff he already said. And then he goes on to say, that sounds really boring to BH when I watched it. When I watched play just Xenoblade 1 and 2, it was fun It was an action. That sounds like something I had to go to school for. I felt at times more like he just wanted to write a book, but he felt a game would suit it better since this is what he makes for a living, and interactive. He would want to make the story interesting.
Absolutely. Impossible Whopper. Now part of the 2 for $6 deal. Your way, way better.
Burger King tweeted they'd be happy to
And
give
2
Chris
months
a
ago,
job.
again, Richard says, I felt like times more like he. So he said, the single cycle is meant to be a 7-part game. The guy was asked to cut it down to 3 games in a mountain. So it's cut JA, which is why if the Bears served as a book, that way if the book were successful, they would have less. It's just funny game adapted books. He should have paid 5D chess. But for the chess for physical distance rather than setting 3D checkers.
Whoa. If it ain't the world's #1 internet sensation.
Where? Also, what?
And another place the subject says the next character isn't from Bandai Namco or a level 5 eater.
It's humiliating and degrading to Leela. Play it 10 more times. I know I shouldn't have twitted that, but not swimming in barf might ease my conscience. But if Leela should find out, her dignity sack will rupture. That's why we can't
Some
let her
version
see
also
this.
said 2
Leela
months
locked the
ago.
door so Leela doesn't-
You forgot the Nico with the Ree was also killed by the vergerben Buster Call. Okay, then the version says this did not age well. And then Benjamin goes on to say again that his.
At least he died doing what he loved.
He's in a better place now. I turned a regular bar into a diamond bar.
Then Benjamin says 2 months ago again, I'm not stupid at all. For example, I'm ignoring my own history for a moment. He come through in both MVC3s and Rise when MVCI the same and people paid attention. Then based on who they were telling was not in this huge difference between hearing what you like and hearing what is fact and not liking it. I feel like weep writing weakers based on them saying cares I'm playing one of the stupidest this committee has ever been.
This worked out better than I could have hoped. Now I'll have 2 million zombies.
Actually, Fry and Bender may share some of the
And
same
then
problems.
another post
All
from
we can say for
Sloppy
sure
goes to
is
say,
there will be between
like
1
I
million
said
and
before,
2
it's
million
not Ryu
All I can
Hayabusa.
say for sure is, now stop getting slapped and power up the twit worm.
And another post from 2 months ago says,
Okay, I'm a freak with a singing Bible.
how's your day, man? And that first one says, good enough. I do hope you all have been to bleep.
Internet Geeks got a whole new video sensation.
So my
And then,
humiliation
you know what to
is
say.
over?
If this is real Papa Chino 6, version is playing 4D chess to get zombies and arrow down the picks. And Versus isn't going to take a blow to his credibility for bleeping 4D chess plays. And then again says 4D chess plays about DLC for video. I don't have any issues with Papa Chino, but I laughed at suggesting that someone would believe such a thing.
A hard 20 after a hard day isn't for everyone. Waking up before the sun isn't for everyone. But at $58 a month, Peloton is for anyone who wants it.
We're Carvana, the company who invented car vending machines and buying a car 100% online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or a few years old, we want to buy your car. So go to Carvana and enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. When you're ready, we'll come to you.
Then he goes on to say, should we take your word or sloppy at this point first? There's no point in starting some kind of feud that is some people's attention. I have no problem with sloppy. I see no reason to create some kind of division in your belief that you want this man to me. Be patient and see who it is. I'm here to help and prepare you for who it is by preparing you for who it isn't.
With freshly prepared, buttery, crispy McChicken biscuits and savory sweet chicken McGriddles. McDonald's nationwide. Wake up breakfast.
Droughts, floods, hurricanes, tornadoes.
And then here we go, another message.
All of this with the global warming and that a lot of it's a hoax. Mike Bloomberg knows the science and understands the challenge. He's led an effort that has shut down
10 months ago, I should be able to say again, I'm still waiting on confirmation. But my one source is confident it's Cuphead. I'm glad that the mods suspended that account for trying to troll and failed at it. And then the nerd tweet version. It's outrageously impossible for vergerben to be engaging in the behavior described since he leaks things. Here I posted under just one account. And only on public where she could on it push for 1 hour. And you can't put topics here. And if anyone has posted anything, vergerben doesn't usually choose. It could possibly be hiding backstage links on it. He did public leader. He also has his account team issues that he,
I've just learned that my final words were, back to you, Linda.
One for the blooper reel.
Oh, the news is so violent. Let's watch Rachel Ray instead. Oh no, wait, there might be chopping.
God, what a wuss. Stop being such a spineless jellyfish.
You know full well I am more closely related to the sea cucumber.
Not where it counts.
He says, you are fixating on the beautiful for us only as a genetic surprise. I can't find that he decided to read comments quite often. And that's an impossible to perceive the monitor to take place. I had a ETF my first tweeted my science and my post, but what I was saying was all this was to be true about leakers in general. They were moved on to another post. It says, vergerben has deleted the post here every once in a while, but it's usually missed before anyone sees it. Honestly, does are when I say something to me or someone may misconstruct that I don't feel like any. So I repost as a clear depending on which is right after I delete it.
Precisely where to strike. Oops. Well, time to beat him his rights.
Another post 2 months ago says, Verge doesn't know as much as everyone says he does. Regular content justice is in the game, despite how innocent he was. Let's face it, none of these leakers know who the future deals the cameras are. And that's sign up when this post.
It is not a patch.
Yeah, that he didn't have, well, not everything he shares is true. He might just be a guy that had a few lucky guesses. A lot of people were clamoring for the newcomers in this game and to balance them in their special fortunes. So yes, mainly popular that meant that the majority of them, and that's well, we're going to from other leakers, listed about them if they were even linked. So stop bugging him, he doesn't have the answers you're looking for. But I posted way back then was before I got my main story finished. After that, before to blank.
Aw, you didn't have to do that.
I didn't.
Damn. Don't worry. By tomorrow, no one will remember.
And then a month ago,
No.
Freshman says, I went back and forth many times over ever or not I shared this shit. I was hoping for anything else. That's why I was speechless, but it's too crazy to keep myself in. Like it just sort of resourceful. So if it seems that they can't. To say that none of these characters mentioned are Fighter 5, either Capcom characters, Sega characters, Konami characters, Arc System Work characters, Spike Gunsoft characters, Marvelous characters, Epic Game characters, Sun Testing, Gigantic Alice, Toho Project characters, Besta characters, entirely Koei Tecmo characters, entirely Activision characters, Blizzard characters, is possibly being another Microsoft character. It possibly be another Square Enix character, it being a Nintendo character, it being a assist trophy being proud to be unplayable, it being a spirit permanent being unplayable.
Back to you, Linda.
One for the blooper reel.
Oh, the news is so violent. Let's watch Rachel Ray instead. Oh no, wait, there might be chopping.
God, what a wuss. Stop being such a spineless
Then first thing
jellyfish.
goes to say, what do you believe? Imagine my reaction.
Not where it counts.
Then first thing gets to say, this shit's basically even front runner, backup front runner, and tertiary runner. I appreciate reaction indeed. Whoever it is must be a completely unexpected character.
That is one sexy Bridget button.
And the version being us to say first, so you're saying it won't be a Nintendo or Microsoft character. The one portion of that list is confusing me a bit with the working. Yes, so I meant the one portion that according to the Fighter 5 is not that Microsoft Square Enix or Nintendo characters, also not Microsoft or Square either. So for confusion that or fight my
Knowing precisely where to strike. Oops. Well, time to beat him his rights.
which was to say, Ubisoft is still alive, right? Is in the version it says it's not a Ubisoft theater either.
We've been arguing all night, Kiss. Can't we go to bed?
Is that all you ever think about? I'm not just some piece of tofu, Amy. I need to know where we stand in our relationship.
We're just going through a rough patch.
It is not a patch.
Version says because first late retaliate right once he's already killed. Yes, and the list of names that posted but in addition to the ones I've already said, that it isn't the list of who it is a crazy show. But then it's just how confident are you in the source? Versus, are they one of the better ones? And then he says, it is from my main spam source.
Hey, Banda, you ever kill a man with a sock? It ain't so hard.
And then version gets to say, these are new deconfirmations. The system deconfirmations still stand, I believe. Yes, those were new deconfirmations, and yes, the ones I previously said. Just I added more to the pile. Basically, it's basically a pile of deconfirmation. I will fall off for laughing. if someone has the skills and sees this comment, they should add a picture of all the characters and logos that happen to be different. And the piles is between that and look at whatever's left that they character that they character could be, we might as well entertain ourselves while we wait now.
Ooh, you're bad.
Mama says fuck you out. That's it, Amy. Pardon my language, but I have had it with you ruffling my petticoats. You and I are through.
And then Version goes to say, if you can find one piece front, then use that to write Nico Olivia 003.
Let's go already.
And whoever says Olivia 003, she would not be in charge of that. 5, but what if she's in the post-past DLC? Or even Smash 6, also a version of it. What about second party characters? Even from Kirby, Pokemon, or Brown, or Fire from SNK characters, and I was going to draw those off the table. I guess the hope for forms to pursue my base fictional character from Monk was off. And then I guess Nate says I could try to look into those that you listed though. Already hearing that it is Nintendo Kingdom seems like it won't take a party or something like that. But it says I could check to make sure, but it's probably not. The chapter says it doesn't for what the things so, but to ask me that it could be easily being is small now, so I'll try it with those. What's the
You get the idea. Get yours delivered now at PizzaHut.com. No more out pizzas for Hut.
I'm Mariceli, and I am a real Premier Protein fan.
their way to hope so can answer back.
I love it.
With 30 grams of protein, 160 calories, and just 1 gram of sugar. Premier Protein. Too good to be good.
I appear to be rolling out of control. All this rolling reminds me I have rollers.
And it says how blank would virtually be if Nico was the fish. That's so fish for this one. It's like this. And as it, I hope some terribly bored creative person puts something together for April 2020. And I'm all for laughing.
Up to 16-hour wear. Pink with attitude. New Super Stay Betting. And try new ink crayon pink edition. Only from Maybelline. I am not for ignoring the first sign of a cold.
I am for shortening my cold.
And White Chicken says, first said the previous two versions are still true, in addition to this new list. Therefore, yes. If White Chicken himself to confront Bandai characters, or was it just stop because of like I heard the truth on here that that character was not from the Namco or 5 when they confirmed it. And Frederick is first. Wait, so it's not a Microsoft SE or Nintendo creator, or is it a possibly, or it's not one of those. I copied the list of characters gone through that. I want them like that. Fortunately, I should say it being not a Microsoft character, it being not a Square Enix character, it being a Nintendo character.
Certainly a life sentence for something I didn't do. I got a wife, and a daughter who's about to have a baby. Systems are broken. No, he's working exactly where he wants.
Hey, here's Zombies new list, and he does no Nintendo character, no Konami character, no Sega character, no Capcom character, no Bandai Namco character, no additional Square Enix character, no additional Microsoft character, no Tommy. Something called Cody Techno character. No, Arc System character. No, Spike himself. No, Marvel's character. No, Epic Games character. No, Best Software character. Any Activision character. Any Bush character. Any Toho character. Any Spirit. Any Sister. Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. Gordon Freeman. Nico with 3 and Nikki Bright is Mrs. We have to Ubisoft level 5 character, the Barnichi Red character, the Falcon character. And it says, it's a joke between me and Nico. Often, separate what I take from this place. So mom based on name mistakes on the name mistakes. Mom, One Piece. And then Virtual says Final Fantasy VII was years ago. Was being on the Nintendo console at the time. Final Go for Smash 4. It's absolutely possible. Kyle was in Final Fantasy's born the year prior to him being a Smash.
Everyone needs it sometimes. We get in over our heads. Way over. Asking for help is a skill we learn early and use often if we're wise. Having another person in your corner.
Then he re-edits this list that says,
Something as important as taxes. We're here. I freelanced last year. What expenses?
here's this new list, and then the caterers being Bed.Namco, no, level 5, no, Ubisoft, no, Falcom, no, Ipons, Ichi Software, no, Mark Freeman, no, Doom 9, no, Geno, Scorpion, Obviously, Argonaza, Sakura, Warpers, Crash Bandicoot, Tracer, Riemann, Hyper Cat, Gravity Rush.
Haphazardly over the 100% fresh beef patty, cooked right when you order. True, the hottest, juiciest quarter pounder yet is not perfect,
First says,
but when you put it all together,
someone get this straight. Capcom's back on the table. We should so they heard Saudis not Nintendo of America sources. To be partly on my side, persuaded since I actually did your confirmation. That's what I'm liking until I thought. And it goes to say, you may want to fix that on our system. As there is not listed. But I think our people still reading it on. And they'll get it. But when it's listed, will not be confirmed. The creators and companies that I listed to the wrong article. And then it says, do people understand now? I don't know how to be any clearer.
Sinners! Homosexuality is an abomination. Try this guy. The good book saith a robot
And then first says, I was thinking all companies will say after later, not some. And this is for simple IoT executives are Nasha from Pogo and Sakura from Sakura Wars, artists regulators. It says same thing.
As you all know, the county fair is approaching once again, so I'm preparing my entry of pickled wins and weathers.
Makes waits and delays for sponsors to remain take a lot longer than usual. He says some people lives don't home running because you got hands just people enough for a laugh.
To get out there and harvest a nice ripe one. This cattle prod should help. How will that? Get out there!
And then he says, Sword is not Smash, so Bad Guy, Red Glove, and Billy and Jimmy Lee Double Dragon, not take things right, offers what's up, Monster Hunters, Sam Porter, Bridges, Girl went, come out of Kratos.
Honestly, that went better than I expected.
I just need to reduce it down into this pickle jar. Toss in a bay leaf to impress those stupid judges. Where's Amy and Bender?
They're missing out on some hot pickle action.
Sounds like a muskrat's caught in there.
That's Amy's sweatshirt.
And that's Bender's hat from the Players Ball.
Sweet tornadoes and Barbados. Amy and Bender have been torn to shreds.
All the humanity. Also Bender.
Uh-oh.
What's going on here?
Nothing.
A pair of deviant robosexuals? Not under my roof.
What about on the roof?
Get your mind out of the gutter.
What about in the gutter?
Professor, there's nothing wrong with robosexuality.
Yeah, when the lights go out, it's nobody's business what goes on between two consenting adults.
Or one.
Thanks, guys. Everything will be okay as long as my parents don't find out.
Yes, I am.
Priscilla says he goes to Germany, which awesome.
Mom? Dad?
Come on, Amy. It's your decision. We can't make you. Atta girl.
Then he says, how smart is doing? I'm sure.
Not the innocent whistling. Repent. Oh, this guy.
Oh no, right before the Egypt, they heard the kid but the other kid was not accurate.
We're your family. And if you can't talk about your problem with us, that would be great. I don't have a problem. I'm in a happy relationship that just happens to be robosexual.
You finish that word, you kill your parents.
Low white level detective.
Thank you.
Stop seducing him, you hussy.
Dad, gosh. I'm attracted to Bender.
And then Clever Smiles was still unsure there's his name.
Oops. Deleted. Robot Brothers. The path to robot hell is
Still unsure.
over the cost of this escape-proof workshop. Your
I
software
still
will be
ain't unsure.
reprogrammed through prayer and by some tech support guys in India. But I read in Esquire magazine that some robots are hardwired to be robosexual. Don't believe those lies, son. The only lies worth believing are the ones in the Bible. Can I get an 8-man?
I'll take a 3-man. Holla.
Come on, Amy. Pick a male human.
And then
already.
Virtual says, yes, there's one. Fortunately, that's the rest of the title will be in
Mom, I'm not
that one
interested
makes
in
no
any
sense
of
to
these
go
gross,
and do that.
ugly losers.
All it
What
would
about
do
this gross, ugly,
is blank so
smelly
many
loser?
people off for
What you
a
doing here?
laugh.
I'm here to rescue Amy, from her robosexual desire.
If I understand you correctly, I've seen the error of my ways.
Look at all that
This
awkward
is
winking.
so-
It must be love. My parents may be evil, but at least they're stupid.
And I'm pretty big to say that this does not to see how me and how making sure to do.
You're shapely,
I'm supposed to rest.
Look at the rack on that one. I mean, that one on the rack. Good. That's real good. Okay,
And then
everybody switch
first
fingers.
says,
Nobody
if
stay
you
with just one demon.
robot awesome, he's awesome. He's also not, I really want to
The Lord's work is done.
what to
Now cut it with your demons.
Oh, Amy. I wonder where you are right now.
I'm inside the dummy to rescue you.
Well, that answers that.
Wait, what? Amy?
This is notice this kid that has to
Bender, be careful.
Leela, you in there too?
this is a good character. This is a
I
girl.
guess we should have waited in this ship.
Characters are real hidden in
Oh, boy.
but
Listen up, everybody. I love Amy, and I'm tired of pussyfoot cupping around. I finally found someone I want to spend the rest of her life with. Amy?
is like if Petra says Joker Sakura is a big persona.
Will you marry me?
And then he says hero to Nick and his swordsman. This is Banjo Western that
I'm
he
just glad I didn't live
just
to see this day.
again he goes to say Terry.
Wait a second.
Sakura has a big S and K honor. and he goes rolling off for a laugh. Here's what we the next.
I think it's so cool that you can mix the match with
Like this one next swordsman on the entire roster.
and even the spicy crispy chicken.
I think it's to say, which kid do you think who represent Jesus or for the one to die and come back to life?
Then get a bigger house. A bigger house sounds nice. Download the free Credit Karma app now.
And some blind guy posted, who do you believe is Cosmos?
T-Mobile has the first and only nationwide 5G network. It nourishes the scalp and keeps you up to 100%
And then
flavor.
it says, why is Toller allowed to be on the list twice? What are you thinking? Dumb people do dumb things. And the Cosmos still ain't unsure. Cosmos is still ain't unsure of it. And then Warren posted, I don't persevere with a bunch of people. Ridiculous and Trinity. Kind of heard of a 650 Legion. We are many, you are but one. He says, I miss friend to talk real hard.
There you are.
He says, it's not Rocky, Ursu, or Sassman. It's not Oregon, New Jersey. This is not the Lakers called a game watch for film. I can't speak for everyone, but I never said that I wouldn't be one because I never heard of it was happening.
Like, you know, it's just like, felt like everything that I've been searching for, like, just culminated in this one moment.
And
This is gonna sound cheesy.
unfortunately, just said, boo hoo hoo.
It only takes a second for an everyday item to become dangerous.
And
Tide
this is,
Guard Pack
oh
helps
said,
keep your laundry
King Boo
contents
just
in
sleep.
place and your child safer. Align, press,
Just
and
rolling off
unzip.
my wife.
Tide Pods. Keep them up, keep them closed, keep them safe. As a caricature artist, I appreciate what makes each person unique. That's why I like Liberty Mutual. They get that no two people are alike. And customize your car
And
insurance. so you
unfortunately,
only
goes to
pay for what
say,
you need.
I hope you all had a Merry Christmas.
What do you think?
Unfortunately, then goes to say again, I'll pursue for my husband one for responding to some time to come call me a blank hole on my own profile. The must or what the bleep they were doing. LOL, why for laughing.
Need I remind you that homosexual marriage is illegal?
Not in space,
Unfortunately, says, aren't they making a new Donkey Kong? A new DQ Monsters with Eric and Mia? Says yes.
We're talking about
And then,
homosexual marriage.
and 2 weeks ago, Wasabi said, it's not Cosmos.
Cool. Can you turn into a race car?
Nah, I'm just a pre-op transformer.
Then Wasabi says 2 weeks ago, hi, well, we're how's the better day? Cold.
But it's time to discuss a pressing
And then
issue.
Benjamin says
The
2
right
weeks
to
ago,
marry
so
who
still
or
no
what we
Dante.
want.
Every other couple has the right to marry. Robot, fembot, man and woman, man and man. Our poodle has 2 daddies. Interracial, interplanetary, even ghost and horse. But not robot and human.
And Benjamin says 2 weeks ago, can we remember that all of you were wanting about virgins? Everyone thought he really took running around. I'm the only one that gets the angry.
You hate intolerance and being punched in the face by me. Please support Proposition Infinity.
Then Benjamin gets to say Nico Roberts or angry face, who gives you permission to film one of the world government and the reigns. And then, as you can see, it's Violet. Following on from the last one, they will be skinned swing these costumes of Ultra AC Fighter, Mega Man Gunnery, Cokehead Awesome Gunner, and Rabbit Hat.
A storm of robo-sexual marriage that will bring down on us like fire. It's probably a firestorm.
If robosexual marriage becomes legal, imagine the horrible things that will happen to our children. Then imagine we said those things, since we couldn't think of any. As a mother,
Fisher says, I figured it would be nice to not spoil the kid earlier before
We can't compete against that much stock footage of clouds. We're boned.
But we still have one hope. My big televised debate.
And then Professor says, I think you're full of weed if you're being child on your early switcher.
I forget his name. That's him.
Good evening. I'm George Takei's head and neck.
And then Professor says, didn't know the direct airs 15 minutes early.
We flipped a coin before the debate, and Bender stole it.
People
So
can't
we'll start
even
with him.
simple math
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Oops, sorry.
which was query before any of those terms
I support this proposition because
that point in the presentation.
This is a simple matter of justice, which I'm not normally for. So please, vote yes. After all, our love isn't any different from yours, except it's hotter, because I'm involved. I haven't heard such an eloquent speech since Bill Shatner explained why he couldn't pay me back. A rebuttal, Professor?
This $4 coffee pot talks about love, or what he describes as perversion.
You wouldn't know perversion if it put clamps on your testicles. You're just jealous, because you've never known true love.
Oh no! Back when I was a young man bursting with hair and cartilage, I fell in love with the sweetest girl ever to skip through a field of posies. Her name was Eunice, and we spent our blissful days working in a lab, developing a poison to wipe out that dreadful posy infestation. I thought our love would last forever. But then, 43 years later, she left me. How could she do that to me? Barney Pooh!
That's it? You hate homosexuals because your girlfriend left you for a robot?
She didn't just leave me for a robot. She was a robot. Oh, God. Her name wasn't Eunice. It was Unit. Unit 47. My heart was broken. And like a bitter old pickle puss, I took it out on homosexuals everywhere. I'm so ashamed.
Okay, here we go. In British English, what to say. I love how people are claiming I am a piggy. Becky and all this others to complain all on the complaining and knowing me linking the me fight concepts before the never change. It fixes. Never change.
How do you feel about it?
What?
Samantha Morton. Do you like her or you hate her?
I don't know. There's a Susanna's.
Someone else have
But
to
it's
call
the
her.
surf too.
Are the dreamers. Because we
Someone else have to call her.
call IU, then tell them your dream.
Go to independence.edu or call 1-800-501-5242.
And then this guy called Greenway 89 posted, you clearly like you guest stars. And they were safe fast. The coconut princess and Virgin says, oh look, more grown women ranking of the drunk woman. I want a shot.
A hard 20 after a hard day isn't for everyone. Waking up before the sun isn't for everyone. This isn't for everyone. But at $58 a
There's just this Mona Lisa, this best girl. And he says, you joke about that, but I don't doubt there was each one person's history of posted to that him. This, I am flying into the character. The unit plus the return time. And fight while joking. Didn't mean to play. It is a ring. Two weeks ago, he also said,
what's making me so tired? I kept asking myself these questions. It felt like I was more than tired. Then I was diagnosed with narcolepsy.
from 1 week ago,
I waited too long to take action, but you don't have to. Visit
people will support focus for first for now. And he doesn't want to. Wherever through that. Someone says, oh crap, to repeat myself since I was in the position energy in my place. Jumped on it and it did want any kind of purpose.
As president, he intends to reduce emissions by 50% within 10 years because if we want to stop climate change.
Then goes to say, upload the ego on this to stop super. The almighty version of his grace that's with or are you using my art? I just don't want people to but I can't run help the word there is one. Who says, what I am going on about you walking on airs as if every word you speak has some kind of greatest weight to penis. But, you know, it's any word that your fingers say to me. And if you go, it says that was mostly just me doing a double take. Because on the smash board and for the bread of my no less. 4 days ago now. Message.
Came out for your first kiss?
It was a long kiss.
So I wouldn't say it was that long.
Did she know it was coming? I think so.
The first kiss was a shocker. I remember being pretty caught
it's
off guard.
waiting for Jimmy to tell us that race with the fake ancient so was happening. The orgy helps not to tell us that by
Homosexual marriage is now legal.
Sometimes we're people want to support.
We did it, honey.
Oh,
Finally, we can have a
the
legal
last
monogamous marriage
sale bound
like everyone else.
something else is bad too. I just had to complain and just it and I started to point for LOL.
Bad boy to his pink pork dumpling. At number 12, it's Wailing Fungus with Shut Up and Love Me.
Number 3 goes this: be careful what you ask for in the future. Smash facts.